So you're a San Francisco native or Bay Area native.
I was born here.
Yeah, you were born here.
Yes.
So you must have seen all kinds of changes, right? Things must be very different.
Absolutely.
Like, what's some of the biggest differences that stick out?
First of all, the look of San Francisco has changed. A lot of they tear down a lot of things.
Yeah.
And build them and replaced it with other things that's
New
not
things.
familiar to someone. Pardon me?
New things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That I'm not accustomed to, like the old Victorian houses that used to be here, and they would lift these houses up and move them to other places because people bought them. Because everything was original.
Isn't that amazing
in the
that
house.
they do that? Yeah.
Fireplaces and the wood fixtures, all everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The French doors and, you know,
Yeah.
they bought it.
Yeah.
You know.
A lot of people are sad to see that go, but a place kind of has to grow, right? So how do you balance that, right?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes, you know, like they got the painted ladies over there by Alamo Square.
Yeah.
They're original.
Yeah.
And they haven't moved them because they're historical.
Right.
Some of these other places that they sold and moved were also historical.
Yeah.
The people that had the money to obtain them got them.
Yeah. What neighborhood did you grow up in?
Actually, I grew up in the Fillmore District.
Fillmore.
Yeah.
So were you in the part that was all torn down to make Geary and all that when they rebuilt all that?
Yes. I was there as a child.
So is
I'm 62 years old.
So the neighborhood you're in is gone, basically. Is that right?
Well, it's guess what? It has a whole new look.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the same place that I knew.
Is your childhood house still there, or is it gone?
Actually, it is.
Is it? Do you ever like go back and look at it?
I walk by it.
Do you?
Yeah, I walk by it and I look and I reminisce.
That must be interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it's heartbreaking too to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of memories there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of the
good
people
memories
that were there. Well, yeah, very good memories.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, the people that were there that used to occupy that place is no longer here. And that's what
Yeah. You mean they passed on or they moved? Yeah, passed on. Yeah. Yeah. What are some of the other things that stick out? Anything in particular? That's changed radically.
Radically.
Or drastically.
Well, the Fillmore District used to be like Market Street. You can go down there at 12 midnight and it will still be crowded.
Yeah.
Like Market Street.
A lot of jazz clubs.
You didn't have,
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Shoe shine parlors, barbecue pits.
Yeah.
Places like that. They had, you never had to go to market to shop because Fillmore had everything. You know what I mean? Movie theaters.
Yeah.
Places that you could shop, buy clothes, shoes, whatever you needed, you could have got it on Fillmore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The jazz venue was very good.
Yeah. It's kind of a shadow of its former self now, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're trying to develop it back into a jazz community.
Yeah.
But they're making it very difficult because money.
Yeah.
Okay, they had a jazz club I played at not long ago.
Yeah.
The club was jumping. Clientele was good. The bands were playing, they were hot. You know what I mean? Alcohol was served, food was served. It was great.
Yeah, it sounds good.
So, but the landlord decided to go up on the rent.
Oh.
And so they closed.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. So what are they going to turn this into a sushi place now?
Yeah.
Come on. Japantown is Japantown. Chinatown is Chinatown.
Right.
North Beach is, Italy.
Right.
And I'm good with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, don't push us out.
Yeah, they kind of 86 that one neighborhood. Yeah.
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 So, I mean, I just, we're trying to turn that back into the jazz community that it was long before anybody ever decided they wanted to, make their way there.
Do you think that could ever be successful? Do you think they could ever get it back?
I think so if we had enough finance to back it up and support it. Which takes the community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it would take the people in the community to support it. To keep it going. Other than that, I don't give it much hope.
If someone says, "Who are you?"
Who am I?
What would you say? Yeah.
I would say
in 30 seconds or less.
30 seconds or less. Nicolas is poor black and in America. To sum it up in 30 seconds.
That's pretty concise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's a typical day for you? What do you do
Day
typically?
for me is just to try to put some happiness in my life and try to find some joy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's sometimes it's hard to find.
Yeah. But you do find it sometimes?
Oh yeah, I do, because I try to get away from negativity and try to give it positivity. You know what I mean? Which is it's a job in itself.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not easy to find, but nevertheless, though, some people that when you make contact with them, they happen to put a smile on your face. You know what I mean? And these are the people I try to engage.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What percentage of the population would you say is those kind of people?
You said the population.
General population. How many
general population?
How many are?
I can't gauge that.
You can't gauge that.
No, I can't gauge that because the general population deals with quite a few people, and I don't know.
Okay, well, of the people you meet, what would you say percentage are those kind of up people?
Very low.
Very low. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very low. Because,
so those people are rare.
Yeah, exactly. Because people got grievances, they got problems, and they have a tendency to bring them problems to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you have a solution to the problem. Guess what? I'm working on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how can I do yours but I'm still working on mine?
Yeah. Do you think you're one of those people?
Pardon me?
Do you think you're one of those people?
That drops it on people?
No, the good people, the happy people.
Well, I would like to think so, but I'm not quite sure. Now, you know what I mean? I don't want to be so judgmental or put myself on a pedestal.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, so...
But you strive to be one of those people.
I strive to be... We all strive for perfection.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But guess what? We never do achieve it, but we still make the attempt.
Yeah. Okay.
So that'd be me.
Okay. Here's kind of an off-the-wall question. I don't know if you've been following, but Virgin is trying to be the first company to do commercial flights into space where people can buy. Would you do that if you had a chance? Would you go to space?
If I had the opportunity and the money, yes, I would.
Would you?
Yes.
No fears, no hesitation.
No.
Yeah.
No. I got family members that, and most of my family members say that. Guess what? They were scared to take a flight from here to another state or another. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't understand it. Then the first time I took one, it was adventurous for me.
Yeah.
I had no fear. I mean, this is something brand new. This is cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You only got one shot, and if it goes down, you're going with it.
Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Where's a place you'd like to visit? If you could just go anywhere.
If I could visit someplace, I'd really like to go to the Caribbean.
The Caribbean.
Yeah, I would. Either that or Latin America, because my people are from there.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. If you were president, what's the first act? What's the first thing you'd do if you were president?
My first act would say, no comment.
You'd be a politician. No comment.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? This requires a whole lot of thought.
Yeah.
You just can't pop it off like that.
True.
And just say what you would do, because what you would do and what they allow you to do is two different things.
True. All right, anything else you want to say to the world before we wrap it up?
I love the world, so let's not destroy ourselves.
That's a good thought. I like that. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.